Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I'm Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me is Sal Sagala, and we are here to talk about the review of the ARCA West Series race out at Sonoma. I know you probably missed being out there this weekend, Sal, but it's good to have you back.
Oh, yeah, I missed it. I was really wanted to be there because this was one race I definitely was not going to miss. But with the circumstances, being in the hospital, I couldn't be at two places at one time.
Yes, I still can't believe we're doing this from your hospital room, but you seem to be doing okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. You're over. Did you watch the race?
Yes, I watched it.
What were your thoughts? Overall thoughts?
You know what? It was with the exception of Sawalich running away with it. Then of course at the end. But other than that, it was looked like a really good race. A lot of racing going on around the track. I was glad that ARCA not just focused on the race leader, but
throughout the
went
field.
ahead and focused on the rest of the field, because that would have been another boring race to watch.
Well, it might have been a boring race to watch, but it was an exciting finish at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The end was exciting, yes, but
yes,
the rest of it was, that's why I was glad, that they showed, some of the racing that was going on around the track.
Okay, let's go ahead and go over our bullet points for the post-race notes.
So William Sawalich, the number 18, Starkey Toyota, dominated the day leading practice, winning the Tire Pole Award in qualifying, and then leading every lap in Friday's General Tire 200 at Sonoma Raceway. It was Sawalich's fourth career ARCA Menards Series West victory.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Despite leading every lap, Sawalich had to come from third, entering the final turn of the final lap in order to win. Sawalich and Alon Day in the number 25 JSSI Toyota made contact in turn 2 after taking the green on the final restart and dropped to fourth place. Sawalich and Jack Wood in the number 16 Weyhauser, James Hardy, TimberTech Chevrolet made contact exiting turn 3A, and Wood went spinning into the dirt, which allowed Sawalich to close on the battle for the lead between second place driver Alon Day and the leader, Christian Eckes, in the number 19 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Eckes drove deep into turn 11, pushed up the racetrack, taking Day up the track with him. That opened the door for Sawalich to sneak past both drivers, and despite bouncing off the wall himself, exiting turn 12, Sawalich won the drag race to the finish line by 0.066 thousandths of a second, the closest stock car finish at Sonoma Raceway's history. It was a 3-wide battle at the finish. Sounds pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, it was very exciting. It was a toss-up who's gonna. I almost didn't think he was gonna get it, but once again, his talent and being in a Joe Gibbs Racing car, it's kind of, you knew Joe Gibbs Racing, that car was going to be hard to beat. So with that, Eckes, the 2019 ARCA Menards Series champion, finished second in his ARCA Menards Series West debut. It marks the 5th time Bill McAnally Racing has finished second in Sonoma Raceway without a victory. 2006 with Brian Eichler, 2008 with Derek Holmes, 2021 with Dylan Lupton, and 2022 with Colby Howard.
Okay, now Alon Day finished third in his second ARCA Menards platform start of the season and his West debut. He's a 4-time NASCAR Whelen Euro Series champion and finished second 2 weeks ago in the ARCA Menards Series race out at Lime Rock Park. I felt bad for him that he got 2 seconds, or a second and a third. He was a contender.
Yeah, it definitely was. ARCA Menards Series West Championship points leader Trevor Huddleston and the number 50 High Point Racing Race Car Factory Ford scored his best career road course finish in 4th. His previous best road course finish was 7th in 2024 at Portland International Raceway. Huddleston has 5 top 5 finishes in 6 starts. the most of any West driver.
Yeah, that was a fantastic finish for Trevor. But Tyler Reif in the number 24 Vegas Fasteners Signal Performance Services Chevrolet finished fifth in his second consecutive top five finish at Sonoma Raceway. Reif finished second last year driving for Central Coast Racing. The winner, Sam Mayer, was driving the same Joe Fari owned Chevrolet, and Reif drove in 2025. Now, Reif is second in the ARCA Menard Series East Championship with 4 races remaining in that series.
Eric Nascimento, number 4, Impact Transport Phillips Brothers, Fab Toyota, finished 6th in his first ARCA Menard Series West start of the season. It was his second career top 10 finish on a road course and bettered his career best on a road course, 7th at Sonoma in 2022 by 1 position.
Okay. Also, sprint car ace Corey Day drove the number 7 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. He finished with a career best 7th on his road course debut. He finished 10th in the West Opener at Phoenix Raceway in March.
So Kyle Keller in the number 71 Jans Towing, Jans Racing Ford recovered from running out of fuel with 4 laps remaining to finish 8th. Keller has finished in the top 10 in every race this season except at Phoenix. He remains 3rd in the series point standings but drops to 15 points out of the lead.
Okay. And Tanner Reif, driving the number 13 Central Coast Cabinets Vegas Fasteners Ford, finished in 9th place, his 5th top 10 finish of the season. He remains 2nd in the West Championship standings, 14 points out of the lead.
Jeff Anton, number 8, Deer Park Recycling Chevrolet, finished 10th in his first West appearance since he finished 19th in an East-West combination race at Iowa Speedway in 2009.
And Rod Nealon, driving the number 68 Rod's Renovation Chevrolet, and Robbie Keneally in the number 1 Jans Towing, Jans Racing Ford, were uninjured in a grinding crash that put the race under a red flag at lap 53. Now, Nealon, who was on the lead lap and 15th at the time, made contact with the lap car of Eric Johnson Jr. in the number 5 Sherwin-Williams Toyota. They were entering turn 1, and he pounded the outside wall. Keneally had nowhere to go and made contact with Nealon's car, shearing the right rear wheel off of his car. Dale Quarterly in the number 32 Van Dyke Recycling Solutions Chevrolet was also involved in the crash off of turn 4A at lap 27 while racing inside the top 5. He was also uninjured in the accident, which I was happy to find that out.
70.246 mile per hour winning average speed is a standalone ARCA Menards Series West track record at Sonoma Raceway.
And the next race for the ARCA Menard Series West is the Napa Auto Care 150 at Tri-City Raceway in West Richland, Washington on Saturday, August the 9th. The race will be streamed live on Flow Racing starting at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but that's 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Live timing and scoring data and live race audio is also available at arcaracing.com. So it was a pretty exciting race. I was going to check and see if they've got the Reese's Sweet Move of the Race up yet over at arcaracing.com. Yes, they do. Oh, it was a 3-wide finish.
Yeah, there was a few of them before that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is what they announced as the Reese's Sweet Move of the race. William Swalish made a thrilling last lap pass coming out of the final corner to win Friday's General Tire 200 at Sonoma Raceway. The move has been selected as the Reese's Sweet Move of the race, and you can see that over at arcaracing.com if you were not able to see the race. It was a pretty exciting finish.
Yeah, it was. It was really exciting. Like I said, I didn't think Sawalich was going to have enough, but when he went through the dirt coming up through turn 2 and came out and all the chaos that was going on, and like I said, at the very end, he ended up pulling off the win. And
I
but
can
before
actually
that,
share that.
but
Can you
before
see
that,
it, Sal?
yeah. But before that, he was very dominant.
Okay, that was the Reese sweet move of the race. Yeah, it was pretty exciting to watch. Also, over at arcaracing.com, did you want to cover the points report, Sal?
Yeah. So the points, we're looking at Trevor Huddleston in first, Tanner Reif is in second, Kyle Keller in third, Eric Johnson in fourth. So Kyle Keller and Eric Johnson switched places. And then Robbie Keneally's in fifth. Blake Lothian is in sixth. David Smith in seventh. Jake Bowman in eighth, who did not race this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And ninth was Todd Sousa. And 10th was Cody Dennison.
Yeah, actually, I think 7 drivers have raced all 6 races of the season so far. Only 14 points between Trevor and Tanner. And then Kyle Keller is just 1 point behind Tanner Reif at 15 points back. It's pretty tight.
Yes, it is. On the top, it is.
Yes, it is.
Trevor extended his lead, by, with that 4th place finish. So we'll see what happens at Tri-City and Portland, which Tri-City is kind of like a small Pocono. And then you got Portland, that's another road course.
Oh, okay. So we'll see what happens, but it was pretty cool to watch this race. I watched it on Flow Racing. Okay. Do watch for more. Sal and I sat down this morning with Robbie Keneally's mom. She's also the mom for Joey Keneally, and her name is Fran. And I really enjoyed that interview, Sal. Thank you for putting that together.
Yeah, it was a nice interview. Always like when we get the moms on and they can talk about their sons' racing careers.
Okay, and we'll probably put that out tomorrow morning. So watch for the interview with Fran Keneally on Tuesday morning. Also, Sal and I are just getting started with the reviews of the weekend of racing at Sonoma. And so we still have the Xfinity and Cup Series reviews to do for Sonoma. And that's coming up next at 10 o'clock Eastern time. Jay, Chris, and I will be online for our live stream of Hot Topic Sound Off about all the hottest topics in NASCAR. And we'll be doing that as a live stream. We hope everybody will tune in with us. We do want to thank everybody, too, for taking the time to tune in to hear what we have to say. We enjoy doing this, and we hope you enjoy watching as much as we enjoy doing it. So with that, Sal, I think we're ready to say goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and we'll catch you all next week.
Okay. See you soon.